single one of them. Some have been 4, some have been 5, never less than 3. And this one still is goalless. Maybe Indonesia are going to be a little bit more expansive in this second half. And the shot there from Hwang Duk, who said about the long-range efforts that they would try. And like I said, that is not going to bother the Indonesians too much. Dimas, the team captain, 26 years of age. He's been around forever. Made his debut almost 8 years ago now. As an 18-year-old from Surabaya, playing for Bayangkara at the moment. He is certainly one of their big stars. Had a stint in Malaysia with Selangor. Great vision, good pace about him. And the other player is, the other change, I should say, is up front for Vietnam. They'll be missing Kong Kwong, of course, who's one of their stars in this side. Oh, right across the face of that goal. Pong Hong Dui, no one there to meet it. There's the new man in Tien Lin. Yeah, it was nowhere near him, was it? Tien Lin, 24 years of age, plays for Binh Duong. Made his debut almost 4 years ago. 7 goals he scored in World Cup qualifying so far. He's been certainly catching the eyes. I mentioned sort of fine goal against Indonesia, the first goal in that 4-0. .83 meters, pretty tall fella. Tien Lin, the focal point in attack, keen eye on goal. Fakhruddin still sticking with the 3 at the back, but they're pushing their wing backs a little higher in the second half. Touch on there from Irfan. Tan Chung tries to get it away. Now we are going to see a booking. He's only been on the pitch for 2.5 minutes, and Evan Dimas goes into the book for the foul on Van Tan. Confirmation of that yellow card. So far 2 yellows in this game. It's been quite feisty. Referee's allowed it to flow as much as you can, much to the annoyance, I'd say, of both benches. The Korean coaches, particularly in the Vietnamese side of things, have let their feelings be known. Threw himself at that one, didn't he, Asnawi? Talking of the 2 Koreans, I mentioned in the Korean newspaper, they were talking about this matchup. They understand each other very well. Kang Seo, well regarded. He was assistant to Husinink for that 2002 World Cup, which Korea had such a fantastic time in getting to the semi-finals. This game even being broadcast live in Korea, such as the strong Korean connection. Here's Chen Lin. Now Hwang Duk. And across to Pong Hong Dui. Bui Ten Dung. Recycling it well. Vietnam. Pong Hong Dui coming in field. Here he is now, out wide to Van Duk. Good movement from the Vietnamese up towards Ezra Walian. He won't get there, and he's given up the ghost on that one. Interesting move, wasn't it, to bring on Evan Dumas so early on. Thought something like that might happen a little bit later in the game. Made that decision early. It might just be an indication of what they are looking to do in this second half, setting their stall out sooner than we expected, perhaps. Let's see. Tan Chung. Pong Hong Dui. Here's Evan Dimas. Waiting for someone to make a call on whose throw it is. It will go Indonesia's way, much to the annoyance of the Vietnamese crowd. It took a while before that decision was made. Done well there, Irfan. Here's Kambuaya. Important touch from him. Irfan, though, loses the ball. It's back with Evan Dimas. He's done well here. Witan Sulaiman, all on his own. That's excellent work from Hwang Duk. Here's Quang Hai. Quiet so far in this second half. Rizky Ramadhani, who has been very impressive at the back for Indonesia. Into the channel there for Ezra Walian, and can't quite get to the ball. Bui Ten Dung, now to Pong Hong Dui. Here's Van Tan. The crowd had gone a little quiet here at Bishan Stadium, the Vietnamese crowd. And that's working in favour of the Indonesians, of course. They'll be wanting to silence this crowd. Just suddenly picked up the noise. He's done well to keep that in. Witan Sulaiman. Here's Ezra Walian. Nokai had that covered. Nokai, who had a little elbow on Witan Sulaiman in the first half. Got away with that one. Tan Chung. To Talked about them having to have the patience today to try and break down this very resolute Indonesian outfit and the way they've set themselves up. Van Duk. Here is Hwang Duk. There's Witness Lyman on him. Good movement. Tianlin, now Quang Hai. That took a deflection. Zipping that around faster. Get a corner here, Vietnam. Nice little touch on there from Tianlin. Return ball from Quang Hai, and this interplay between the two of them. From off Devanga. Header looked like Bui Tien Dung. Makai saying there was maybe a touch on. Bui Tien Dung's header, well, wide in the end. Not sure what Nok Kai was pointing at. Again, they're racking up the chances. They're into double figures. There you go. But really, how many of them have been high-quality chances? Ones that you feel they really ought to have scored. Back to the keeper Win Man, who has pretty much been an observer of this match so far. He's had very, very little to do in it. Asnawi up to Ezra Walian. He's waiting for the shot, taking a big deflection. It will be a corner. First corner for Indonesia. A number of tackles had to make at the back. Nok Kai, Tien Dung, 11 and 13. Now, set piece, as we said, would be the best opportunity for Indonesia in this sort of game. Can they make this count? Looks to come off Tan Chung. He's fired that and right across, isn't he? Risky. In by Irfan. It's good defending. They don't want to leave themselves exposed here. And they're cleverly just holding onto the ball for as long as they can. There's Tan Chung who got a touch on it, and then Risky just smashed that across. It's good defending from Tan Chung. Devanga. It's a bit stretched here. Van Duk. Long-range shot. They've had 5 of those now. Excuse me, 10 shots out of the box. Some of them have been blocked, of course, but yeah, in total, 10 shots out of the area. Park Hang-seo, big discussion. And that just will indicate how hard it is for them to break through. They're having to try and create those opportunities from outside the area. Here's Bong Hong Dui. Stiff resistance there. Head on from Witan Sulaiman. Wei Tian-dung clattering into him. Oh, he's going to get a yellow card for that one. It's the first yellow for the Vietnamese. Try again here, Vietnam. Whether we're going to see a couple of changes now on the hour mark. Traditionally, teams tend to do that. We've already had one change apiece. Quang Hai. Van Tan. And forced back again. A little bit of restlessness in the crowd. And a corner for Vietnam. So far, these corners haven't been a problem. They're not great on dead ball situations, generally, the Indonesians. But straight forward for Nadio Agriwanata. Remember, in the match against Cambodia, they were not great on the dead ball situations. One was a cross, one was a free kick, the goals that they conceded. And it is a change here. Ha Duck Chin forward. Impressed watching him, I remember, in the AFC Under-23 Championships when they came in second. Well, that is a interesting development because Ha Duck Chin has not played at all yet in this tournament. The 24-year-old has yet to score for his country as well. They have got Win Van Tuan, far more experienced, not opting to use him.
Substitution for Vietnam, the 11th grand time has been replaced by number 18, Ha Duck Chin.
So they are taking off Win Tuan An. There you go, and Ha Duck Chin comes on. So there'll be a little bit of a shuffle around. Maybe Quang Hai will just drop back a little bit. Is what it seems to be. And we've got Ha Duck Chin, who plays for Da Nang. Be far more attacking now. So two strikers up there. And it's a 3-5-2 now. Oh, and both strikers trying to go for the ball. I think it evaded both Duck Chin and Tien Lin. And they both missed it, didn't they? It appeared. The ball in from Tan Chung. in a good position there, both of them. Not the most prolific of strikers. Good chin. 23 goals and 97 appearances for Da Nang. He really made his name, as I mentioned, in the 23s. Led by Rizky. Just starting to stretch out a little bit this game. Need to clear their lines. Here's Irfan. Kambuaya. Oh, he's trying to get that through to Ezra Walian. Chin will not get to that. So a tweak here by Park Hang-seo with Van Duk now just dropping a little into midfield along with Quang Hai, and in the middle it is Win Quang Duk. Oh, that couldn't just quite control it, Asnawi. The crowd starting a wave here, normal indication of perhaps that not much is necessarily happening on the pitch. Vietnam being frustrated in their attempts today. Surging run from Kambuaya. He never looked firmly in control of the ball. Indonesia just start getting a little more confident going forward. They just have to be careful at the back, of course. It could well be a situation, by the way, and no one's really talked about this because of just how good Vietnam have been. But if this ends in a draw, of course, Vietnam have to play Cambodia, excuse me, and Malaysia play Indonesia. If Indonesia win that game and Vietnam win theirs as well against Cambodia, it'll come down to goal difference. And there is even, of course, the possibility that Vietnam finish second. The goal difference has provoked lots of conversations. Head-to-head, of course, is the big tiebreaker. Teams tied on points. Reminder that they've scored 9 goals. Vietnam have only scored 5. Now, Indonesia are about to make another change. Ricky Febrianto. Rizky Febrianto is coming on. Now let's see, there's been some tired bodies out there. It's interesting, and it's going to be Asnawi. Oh, they just have to remove a little band on his wrist. We'll worry about that in a minute. Here comes that free kick. They're asking for the corner. They're not going to get it. Back in, I think. I've just got a little touch on there. Yeah, just brushed him after Nokai got a touch. Snowy has had a battling performance today. The man has replaced him, 24-year-old Rizky Febrianto, replaced for Arima. And what a time to be making your debut for your country in such a pivotal game here. But they are blooding him, and they're taking off their team captain in the process. Big move. you, it's not like Asnawi is that experienced. There's only 11 or so caps to his name. This is a pretty inexperienced side overall. Remember, they are not allowed to play their full team because the league is ongoing. Here's Tian Lin! And again, the shot had lost its sting in the process. It's because of Fakhruddin Arianto. Indonesia, out of the three minnows at the bottom of the table of the average age of teams, they are the next youngest, 23.8 years of age on average. Vietnam, fifth oldest or fifth youngest, depending how you want to look at it. 24.3 years is their average age of this squad. Evan Dimas. Here's Irfan. Indonesia have a rare foray into the other half. There's 20 minutes or so left in this, and it's still goalless. This was not the script many would have expected. Reminder that the last 7 games between these two nations has seen a minimum of 3 goals in each one of them. They tend to be high-scoring affairs. I will say, though, before those last 7, we had 2 goalless draws in a row. Let's see, and that just runs away from Ha Duck Chin. Kambuaya. Here's Irfan. Not much to aim at, and he's got to be a better cross than that for Ezra One, and he's just had one of those nights, isn't it, as a lone forward and a 5-4-1. You know you're not going to get very much. Pressure's on him at the moment. Some tired legs out there. They've been defending for most of this game, the Indonesians, but they've been very, very effective at what they've had to do. Here's Pong Hong Dui. They still have 3 subs to make each, and we're about to see another one here. And we've seen him come on, haven't we? Ramai Ramikek. He's replaced Irfan at times. And he's got an eye for goal. That is an attacking substitution. 2 goals in 5 appearances for his country. The 19-year-old plays for Persipura Jayapura. And Vietnam now about to make their changes. Ramai Ramikek on for Irfan. Well, they might try to freshen up their defence. No such thing right now. That's positive from the Indonesians. Witan Sulaiman. By the way, Indonesia plays in Serbia with Seneca. There's been confusion as to when he will get released. They were hoping he'll be here sooner rather than later, but it appears that Seneca's last game in the Serbian top flight before the winter break is the day before the semi-final, so it looks like he'll only, sorry, the day before the last group game, so it looks like he'll only be able to join should they progress, which, well, maybe too late, wouldn't it, by then? So it's frustration for Indonesia. Well, that's a poor touch by the new man in, Rizky Febrianto. Here's Ha Duck Chin for Vietnam. cuts inside, and that's excellent work from Risky to make amends. Van Pohongdui. Here's Van Duk. Look at the space here. Oh, Van Duk was allowed a little bit too much time in the box. Seemed to be in a couple of decisions for him to make. Rumakek has got pace. He's done well here. The run, the diagonal run from Ezra Walian wasn't good enough, and neither was that pass from Ramai. Kambuaya. Well, they've lost a man there. It looks like not encouraging for the Indonesians. Witan Sulaiman. Is he clutching his groin? Oh, I think they're just going to hold on now. They might just hold back these changes, Vietnam, after what they may have seen, because they've just changed their mind. They were going to bring on Swan Trong and Ho Tan Tai, and they're just going to hold off on that. He is done, Witan Sulaiman. It appears to be a groin problem. We're just seeing what's happening with the Vietnamese bench. They're taking this opportunity to have drinks and a bit of a chat. Not so much the Indonesians, but it is a welcome breather. But Witan Sulaiman, I'm afraid that might be his match. Let's hope it's not the whole tournament for him. Witan Sulaiman, a key part of them, an exciting winger, of course. One of the many young players that Shin Tae-yong has given an opportunity to. Already off the mark in terms of goals for his country. Moved to the Polish League in September. Also before that was in the Serbian League with Radnik Sudelica. Did very well Indonesia's run to the quarterfinals of the 2018 AFC Under-19 Championships. That's what helped him get to Sudelica in February this year. So, to replace him, it is going to be Yabes Roni from Bali United. Quick player, the 26-year-old Yabes Roni.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 8, Witan Sulaiman, replaced by number 22, Yabes Roni.
He'll play presumably on that right-hand side. It's fourth cap for Indonesia. This is what I mean by the inexperience they've got on the side at the moment. They're making it work right now against a very experienced Vietnam side. Now, here are the changes. It isn't. Swan Trong is still going to come on. So Van Duk is off, replaced by Luan Swan Trong.
Number 16, Nguyen Van Chuk has been replaced by number 2, Du Dui Man.
Duduman is coming on. So just a change at centre back. That won't change anything in that sense in an attacking sense for Vietnam. But Swan Trong, of course, very influential in the game against Laos, pulled a lot of strings in that one. Had an assist for the opening goal. Vietnamese international since 2016, almost 40 caps now. Had stints in Korea with Incheon United and Gangwon. Also went to Thailand's Buriram for a while. Not necessarily a regular in the side these days. Here's Yabes Roni, who's got pace to burn. Needs a better pass to Ezra Walian. There's Swan Trong. Cut out by Rizky Febrianto. Now, Ewan Dimas. Not too many bodies committed forward, they can't risk it. Yabes Roni. He's got Rizky on the outside if he needs. Can they keep that in play? No, they can't. Ewan Dimas. We are inside the final 10, and it could be a really good job done here by Shin Tae-yong. And they hold on for these final 10 minutes. You can just see a little bit of body language, frustration amongst the Vietnamese. Phong Hong Dui. Now Bui Tien Dung. Quang Duc. Quang Hai. That's poor from him. He's been a lot quieter, hasn't he, in the second half? Quang Hai. So this is how it stands as we speak. Indonesia will be ahead of Vietnam. They've got a very good goal difference, remember. Scored 9, conceded 3. It's +6 to Vietnam's 5. But why I say good goal difference, because also they will look at goals scored as well. They could come into the equation. They've scored 9 to Vietnam's 5, but Vietnam have got clean sheets. It's going to make for a fascinating last round of matches. Again, if they can hold on. Here's Pratama with one of those long throws. Only the second one of this match. I think they're quite effective weapons. The last one was low and flat and fast. This one is a lot higher. The keeper gets enough of a punch on it. Devanga to Evan Dimas. Happy not to take too many risks, Indonesia. Devanga looking up for Yabes Roni. That's a good ball. And that just flies over him. Right kind of idea. Execution not so much. Bui Hong Dui. This is Swan Trong. Now Dui Man. It's a good ball. Good aggression. Oh, there's a foul, it looks like, from Van Tan. As he collided with Pratama, who's only just come back from injury. Oh, he raised that foot, didn't he? His left foot. That could well have gone into the book. Both sets of crowds now really doing all they can to rouse their team in these final minutes. Ezra Wallen with the header. Kambuaya won't get there. Here's Phong Hong Dui. Tien Lin. Now Swan Trong. Lots of red shirts there in and around the area. Away by Yabesroni. Tianlin. Quang Hai doesn't get to it. Here's Duiman. Out wide to Van Tan. Great work there from Quang Hai. Shot as two players threw themselves at him. Hwang Duk. That was a wild swipe from Hong Dui. They have put absolutely everything into this, the Indonesians. That is yet another shot from outside the box. Number 11. They've had 17 shots in total. The vast majority have come from outside the area. Now they're bringing on Van Tuan. Thought he might come on a little bit earlier. Another striker. They're going to go all out here. Win Van Tuan. Plays from Hwang Anggialai. 25-year-old. Fast approaching his 40th cap. Now, are they going to sacrifice one of their defenders at the back?
Substitution for Vietnam number 19, when Quang Hai is being replaced by
Quang Hai. And to be honest, Quang Hai has been very quiet in this second half. Yabesroni, foul on Ha Duk Chin. He's not really protesting at this at all. It's got them on their feet. Look at them. That's a lot of the dugout, the technical team, out of their technical area. It was a foul. Not sure it's quite requires that reaction, but that's sort of been the flavour of the day. Well, okay. Now you look at it from that angle. There was a little stamp, wasn't there? Some frayed tempers. Van Tuan, that surely went out. Yeah, it did. Yellows to 1 for the Indonesians. Into the 90th minute here, Indonesia. This would be, some would say, a famous point, given just how good they are these days. Indonesia, by the way, 166th in the world, 7th in ASEAN, in the Southeast Asia region, 99th, the highest ranked team in this region, Vietnam. 67 places between them in the rankings. They have held them, you'd have to say, in the end, fairly comfortably. But there are still a few minutes left here. If anyone scores now, this place will absolutely erupt. And it's the Indonesians at the moment singing. But they don't want to be singing a little too soon. It's only 3 minutes. That's great as far as the Indonesians are concerned. Devanga. He's hurt himself, but he has been immense at the back. Park Hang-seo. Be interesting to see his reaction to this. In by Duy Man. It's high, that one, and deep. Oh, he's done really well, Hwang Duk. Oh, it's an important block there from Risky. How many times has he done that tonight, that kind of thing? They're all on their feet here, Vietnam, the bench. Still about 2 minutes left for the Vietnamese. Try and get a winner. Was that a late challenge on Kambuaya? The crowd not really buying it. The referee belatedly perhaps going to call the stretcher on. And this kind of thing always will happen towards the end of a game. Yeah, I didn't see that was too much in that, was there? Nothing untoward, certainly. This is great from Hwang Duk. And Tien Lin blocked by Risky Ramadani. He's been far from risky tonight with his defending. He's been absolutely brilliant. And you can understand why they are celebrating, these Indonesian fans. Now they've got him off, he wants to come back on as soon as possible. Hwang Duk, Risky with the header away. Duy Man, low ball in, Devanga gets it clear. Evan Dimas, anywhere will do now for Indonesia. Just seconds left, surely. The referee might play a little bit more because of that stoppage for Kambuaya when he went off, when he was being treated. Devanga's got cramp. Kambuaya is back on the pitch. It's all happening here. The crowd not impressed with this. They feel it's all part of a ploy to eat up more time. It may well be, but that is what happens in football all the time. Yeah. Can they break out into full song just yet? They don't dare until this is all over, waiting for that whistle. Waiting that throw in. You know, sometimes these things can come back to haunt you when you take up that much time. You've seen it before. Shin Tae-yong. Can he taste that point? He's so close to it. A vital, vital point. And Devanga is stretched it off and immediately jumps out. He's not walking particularly well. Van Tuan with the header. Here is Ramai Rumakiek. Duy Man. Now, just trying to get the ball back in the mix. Bohong Duy. Another long-range shot. It's chased down. It's another Indonesian down. It's Fakhruddin Arianto. Well, you can see why it frustrates people. But equally, you can see why it happens. So he threw everything. And to be honest, if you've had a ball slammed into you at that distance, you're going to feel it. It's into his side as well, right to his kidneys. That's going to hurt, in case you're feeling a bit cynical. They certainly do. I'll tell you what, Indonesia don't want players taken off because they're down to 10 men. This doesn't work in their favor. Have a look at this shot from Pong Hong Dui. He's absolutely smashed that. And by the way, I think he's had about 4 or 5 long-range efforts today. That's now 13 out of the box for a total of 20 shots. 12 of them have been blocked today. That is how effective the Indonesians have been. And as I mentioned, this could be a template for the other teams in the competition if they're going to face Vietnam. It worked pretty well for Laos. Indonesia, a far higher quality, and they've shut them out. Safe hands just about for Nadio Agriwinata. He will take as long as he can with this. He only has 6 seconds in theory. Will he pump this up and potentially lose control of the ball? Yeah, he's going to do it. Referee. How much time is he going to play? Ezra Walian, who's probably had the least touches of anyone in this match. Ball lofted forward by Pong Hong Dui. Look at that, Van Tan. No one is blowing the whistle, no foul. And that is it. What a point here for Indonesia. Shin Tae-yong. It's been a masterclass in defending tonight. They have kept out the Vietnamese, and look what it means to them. This man wasn't even supposed to play. The smattering of Indonesian fans absolutely delighted, as they should be. It has been a plucky, brave performance tonight from Indonesia. Vietnam resorting to long-range efforts today, and they couldn't break them down. Not many high-quality chances. He didn't have any proper saves to make tonight. Ezra Walian was a lonely job for him up front. They didn't create anything going forward, Indonesia. I don't think that was the plan anyway, was it? Look at it, it's almost like they've won this evening. They have thrown absolutely everything into this. Recriminations, inquests here for the Vietnamese. They can't believe it. You have to go back to 2012 when both these countries played successive goalless draws in September and October. This is normally a high-scoring affair. Indonesia will be very happy to settle for a goalless draw. And that means they go into that game against the Malaysians with their fuller confidence and heads held high. The full-time score here at the Bishan Stadium, and what's been a very, very interesting, intriguing game. It's Indonesia 0, Vietnam 0.